Welcome to Volatility 411 for Equity Armor Investments. I am Joe Tigay. Welcome to new all-time highs market. Finally getting back there. Yeah, it's been a minute. The market's thrown a lot in its path this year, able to make it on the heels, of course, of the stimulus coming out of Congress and the Fed, because the economy is still struggling, we all know. Watching the Fed, they have some FOMC minutes coming out today. We've been talking about how they were intent on getting inflation. Now, that may be a little bit harder done than said. We've been saying this for almost a decade. They want inflation. It's been really hard to do, but at least we can say it looks like so far the Fed has cleared away and stayed away from deflation. That seemed to be a risk at the start of COVID. That's not a risk right now. We're getting a minor amount of inflation, not quite that 2% target, and it's going to be hard given the way the global economy works. Now back to the VIX, Mini VIX futures out there trading over 30,000 contracts a day recently, so starting to get some traction there. And moving on to the rest of the year, we're beyond most of the earnings events for the quarter. There's not a lot of stimulus to the upside. It makes sense for the market to pause. We're waiting to see on the inflation trade if that's going to fizzle out here, and we're waiting to see on that stimulus trade if it's going to happen ever, how much more is going to be added on when it does happen. The markets maybe price that in, but of course the elephant in the room is the election. How much is that going to pause the market? The uncertainty is out there. We know that always causes volatility, and we're expecting this year to be no different. For Equity Armor Investments, I am Joe Tigay.